And we're live.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome, guys, to a very special late night edition.
Late night.
We got Ben Dubard with us. Ben, how you doing?
Doing good, man. How are you doing? You have a good day?
Yeah, pretty good day. Double header stream. I was thinking like, how would the numbers compare if we did it at night? In comparison with the day, because it's pretty. I have a pretty good idea of my afternoon numbers, so
Right.
also might have to get a day job soon. This might be my regular time.
Oh.
Unless you
Well,
guys go sign up for my Patreon in the description.
that's right.
But what is going on? Anybody in the chat?
Yeah, I don't know. When I would do streams, I tried at 2 p.m. and I wouldn't get anyone really. But sometimes early in the morning, like 9 a.m., I got a good crowd, and then 7 p.m. I've gotten a good crowd before. But I
This
don't know.
reminds me. You remember? Did you watch like Moon Gang with Charlie and Miguel?
Yeah, I've
They
seen
used to
that.
have they used to have those streams at like 12 a.m.
Huh.
1 a.m. I don't know. It was a good time though because like everybody else wasn't on, so they were really where the party was.
Sure. Yeah, that is kind of cool. It's like a fun late night thing. I know Randy Hilarski does like 10 p.m. streams. Oh, we got people in the chat. What's up? What's up?
What's up, guys? Yeah, Randy Hilarski. I gotta have him on the show. Everybody loves Randy Hilarski.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to have him on my show sometime. He's a real cool dude.
Yeah, guys, this is where we're gonna be next year. This time, right there, right there. AP. I really think Richard was right about 11K in prey until everyone else jumped on his bandwagon. The market proved the majority wrong to his credit. He called it when everyone was calling for 100K. So here's the thing. So obviously, once it gets to 15K, everyone's going to jump on the 11K bandwagon. I mean, that was supposed to happen. Just like when it got to 20K, everyone was probably saying 15K. But we're actually going to get into that. And without further ado, I wanted Ben's take on the Bitcoin price action, and I had a little tweet I wanted to show you. But what's your take on the Bitcoin chart? It finally did something. It finally did
Yeah.
something.
Maybe the bottom's in, man.
Yeah, you
I
like
don't know
my
if you
charting?
saw. Looks pretty spot on. I don't know if you saw Wendy O put out a TikTok where she literally right before this pump, she was like, guys, I just sold a bunch of my altcoins at a loss. It's like, bruh, like all these bottom signals, I guess you could say, of like,
I just sold all my altcoins.
yeah, she literally was like, as a trader, as a full-time trader, I need to know when to cut my losses. Dude, it was so cringe. I was like, dude, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's not cool anymore. 11K is not cool anymore. I agree with AP. Crypto Gains Club says Crypto Gains Club. First of all, shout out to Crypto Gains Club. Gains Club is one of those guys in the TikTok chat, which you guys should all be in, which I'm actually going to link in the description right now.
Plug, 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 plug.
Plug. HEX TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Crypto Gains Club has been. He's one of those guys. Also, he kind of gets it. He's got to be in his teens, or just someone really savvy because his TikToks are pretty spot on. But yeah, join the chat, guys, and follow Crypto Gains Club on TikTok. And hello, Switch Kill. So yeah, so what's your take on the chart? It's the bottom may be in.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at one point I saw made, I forget who, but it was basically like a lot of retail has their money locked up because of all these liquidate like Celsius, FTX, and so it's kind of like sell pressure that didn't really get thrown on the market. So maybe this is the bottom. We could still go up and then dump really hard, kind of like the COVID dip back in 2020. So maybe something like that happens again, where it's like I don't know, Grayscale coins or Ross Ulbricht coins or Mount Gox coins or whatever. Something big happens, but I don't know. It seems like this is a lot of another thing I've been seeing. The Legion VC chat is where I get lots of smart people in there. Basically, real max pain is when like everyone thinks it's going to go lower and the market like runs away from them. And it seems like a lot of people are still like super bearish. So maybe that's like the indicator, like, oh, this is it. But I don't know, because Richard Hart did say 11K and pray, and I'm like, oh, Richard said that. It's like, is he really going to be wrong? I guess we'll see.
I mean, he was technically wrong about the top call. Technically,
that is true. Yeah, he didn't call the double top. We did once it started rallying up. He was like, "This is a double top," when everyone else was also saying,
yeah,
we're going to 100K now.
No, he's definitely more right than everybody, and everybody and their dog said 100K at least. I heard 300K. So I mean, he's definitely still the GOAT. I mean, there's also a thing that the bigger he gets, the more famous he gets, the less likely it is that he's going to be making such spot on calls anymore, because he's going to start getting priced into the market. You know what I mean? He's going to get front run.
True. Yeah. And now it's like Wendy O also said in that TikTok where she said, I'm selling my altcoin. She said, I believe Bitcoin's going to 10K or lower. And it's like, it would be just perfect that like now all these influencers are like, yeah, guys, we're going below 10K. And now it just takes off. And like, they're like, I just sold my altcoins at the literal bottom. She's like, because Wendy O, she talks about her moon bags all the time. She's like,
bags.
She literally said, I just sold my moon bags. She was like, I sold my moon bags.
Yeah, she's a good example of But that's the thing. So if Jim Cramer, could he make good calls if he tried? That's the thing. Once you're on TV, is it even possible to make good calls? You are the news. You are like, it's buy the rumor, sell the news. When you are a television man, you are by default the news. There's nothing you can really do about it. Like, once you mention something, everybody knows about it. So that is when the people that got in early are going to sell. So I can't even blame Jim Cramer. And your friend even said he was a legendary trader back in the day. Is that true?
I have no idea. Yeah, he did kind of say that, didn't he?
Yeah. No, it would make sense that he is. I mean, you got to get there somehow. So
yeah. Honestly, I mean, when you're there, I mean, there might be games played that are like, Jim, you need to say this because we want people to get wrecked. Who knows? Conspiracy talk.
I don't even think so. I just think he is the news. He is the top. For better or for worse.
That when something is up high, he's like, yeah, this is going to keep going. It just seems like the opposite of like sometimes.
But that's what my dad says too. Like all the people that really watch TV sound like that. I mean, and also he's like so rich. It's like, why would he even take the risk of sticking his neck out and vouching for something that is so fringe? You know what I mean? Like, he's just going to play it safe and whatever. I'm sure a lot of times he's right. I think it's just when he's wrong, it kind of gets magnified. Like,
right.
Honestly, it's becoming so normy to say that Jim Cramer's always wrong that I'm starting to think maybe he's going to be right more in the future. Just because everybody says he's always wrong.
Maybe. Yeah. I got an article sent to me today by my dad. It's a New York Times opinion piece by a Harvard finance professor shitting on crypto, and the prime example was Dogecoin that had an $80 billion valuation. It's like the go-to for all these like critics. I'm like, he was like, what'd you think of it? I was like, I thought it was kind of funny. He didn't answer. It's so stupid. I'm just like, what? You can't even understand what these people are talking about.
Yeah, I agree. So I wanted to I wanted to show you my tweet. Dude, my Twitter has been slowing down since first of all, did you see this? Funding Gyms said he took advice from Furu Finance. He's putting it in short format, and then KDP got in the thread, and KDP makes up like half the content of my afternoon show because she's got a lot of good information on Pulsechain, and she's very active on Twitter. So I cover a lot of her tweets. She's like, I think we all listen to Furu Finance's advice. I think a lot of hexagons will move into short videos and TikTok. He and Yori definitely took the charge on this one. Yori has been killing it. Her views are through the roof. And then I'm like, hope to see you on TikTok as well. And she says she'll be coming over shortly. So
nice. Dude, she would kill it on TikTok.
I'm telling you, all these hex ladies got to get on TikTok, dude. It's so much easier for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I don't have boobs. But yeah. Havid Hex, she should be posting her like videos of herself. The guy should be posting the half video game format, and the girls should be posting themselves smiling.
Right.
Oh, look at this. Look at this over here.
Oh my gosh, whoa.
But I posted the template. You guys could check that out. Where's I don't want to see I want to see my tweets, not my retweets. Yeah, here we go. 11K in prey was based on Bitcoin crashing 85% during. Yeah, what's your thoughts on that? Because I don't it's so reasonable to say that Bitcoin's not going to crash 85% because it pumped so much less.
Yeah, that could make sense, and I feel like most people are just sticking with what it's always done as the basis. So that's why they're saying 85, because they're like, I feel like it's a safer bet to say it's going to do what it always did. But I feel like this is like a pretty valid like idea. I feel like that could be what happens. That'd be interesting. But
yeah, I mean, what was Bitcoin's bottom to top in 2018? It was
like 700 to 20K or something. It was pretty low, like 1,000 to 20K, or the bottom. I don't know. The bottom was.
We could actually check this right now.
Yeah, is there a chart? Could we look at a chart of Bitcoin somehow?
We got the Bitcoin chart. We got all the charting over here. Let's take a look. I think I need to pay for the premium. I got to stop being so cheap. Okay, so this was the run up. Gosh.
You might have to, I don't know, maybe get a coin market cap. I know they have like a decent chart.
Finance, maybe. KuCoin. They all started trading when Bitcoin, right before it had its run up. All these
Dun dun.
I guess we could go to CoinMarketCap. I don't know. Or furufinance.com. Yeah, furufinance.com. So how do we all time? So I mean,
maybe try click log. I think I'll show it easier to look at it.
Okay. So this was the 20K. Okay, so it bottomed at, let's say, 200. Could we 200 is fair? 200 is fair.
Yeah, 200. It might have been lower.
So
you can't really see wicks on here.
So that's how many X? That's
like 100X, pretty sure.
Yeah, 200. So it did 100X, and now we only did a 17X. If we get a 17x, is it not fair to say that we're not going to drop the same amount when you
It could be.
when it's 80% less of a pump? Shouldn't you dip maybe 5% less than the previous one? That makes so much sense. It actually makes a lot more sense than saying it would drop the same amount. I think it dropped 90%, right? The first run up dropped about 90, right?
Not sure.
Let's so you had the top was 1,000, then down to 200. I don't know.
I don't pay attention to shit coins, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, yeah.
Bitcoin is that. But yeah, I don't know. I think it makes a lot of sense that the bottom's in. This would be, if we have another bottom, this would be the longest top to bottom in Bitcoin history.
Interesting. It's also the first time. Sorry, I got granola bar in my mouth. It's also the first time we've had these kind of like macro conditions with Bitcoin, from what I understand.
Yeah, with the Fed tightening, but I guess so this is my take on the Fed. I think that we cannot go to all-time highs with a risk off Fed with high interest rates. But I think we could still bottom. I don't know if we have to make a new low with the high interest rates, because I mean, the people that really would sell because they're spooked, I think they got out, and I think the people holding now are a lot less likely to sell, like regardless of the free money sort of thing. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it does seem like maybe everyone has sold who's going to sell. I mean, it seems like more people are bearish than bullish,
Yeah.
So that could be an indicator, if anything. And it's been about a year. I mean, the time frame lines up. It's kind of like,
Can you give me a second? I'll be back in 1 second.
Okay.
Hold the fort.
Gonna hold down the fort. See if we got people in the chat. What's up to Entheosapien, bear market rally? Switch kill 65. Hello, friends. Hello there. That pulse player. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just chilling pretty much. Davis, gang. AP says RH was trying to shake out AAD right after he finished dumping. Richard posted the testnet teaser, and he's been trying to shake people out. And he also tweeted, goodbye lettuce hands. How he'd rather have the lettuce hands get out than have to transcribe complex dev speak. That's what he said. So, yeah, I think it's all good. I mean, the Pulse player, I don't know, man. I haven't really been keeping up with the dev activity. I don't know if it's stopped or what. I think it's, either you think it's going to come out or you don't. And it's like, I'd rather think that it is. And because like, you can't really control it. I think Furu Finance summarized that. He said you have your controllables and your uncontrollables. You can't really control what happens at this point. So, I'm choosing to take the route of promoting it because I believe it's going to come out, and hopefully we can do really well. We can all make money. That's kind of the route I'm taking. Even though I feel you, bro, it sucks. It feels like sometimes it's never going to come out. I get that. It's been a while. I've been waiting a while.
You don't find it odd that there was all this dev activity for a week before the HEX conference, then no news except for some screen? Not a bit of dev activity. There's been no dev activity since the Pulse conference. That's not what HEX is saying, or KDP Crypto. They're talking about like people logging in and out of the GitLab all the time. No,
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what he's saying this based on.
I
But do
don't know.
you think Richard Hart is lying? This is ridiculous, people. Are you going to join the people that were wrong the entire time, calling him a scammer and missed out on the 10,000x because he was telling the truth the entire time? This time he's not telling the truth. It's like so annoying. HEX was 2 years late. Okay. It was a year late. It took 2 years to come out. Same thing. It's been 2 years since they started or something. It's a year late. Grow up. Seriously, bro. Love you though. And thanks for tuning in. You don't think it's coming out? You think this is all a lie? He's lying to you. Richard Hart was trying to shake out AAD right after he finished dumping. Richard posted a testnet teaser. I think he's been trying to shake people out the entire time so we can go back up. Just my 2 cents, no pun intended. We also waited for HEX. Richard Hart's not messing around. Yeah. Great points, everybody. And we got 26 watching. What's cool about like watching it, like streaming at this time, is that there's people that we don't see before. Davis, 1999. I love the FUD. I love you, Davis. Thank you so much for the super chat. You have been so generous. I very, very much appreciate it. And email me, furufinance@gmail.com if you want a free one-on-one. You don't even have to sign up for the Patreon, dude. But yeah, send me an email and we could just do a free one-on-one and, talk crypto or whatever you want. If you're down, I'm just very grateful for your generous contributions. Thank you, Davis. And I love the FUD too. What do you think about the FUD, Ben?
Yeah, well, I had this thought the other day, maybe not the same thing, but we got to love the haters, because without the haters, we wouldn't have such a tight-knit community and passionate community. The haters kind of unite everyone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like a common enemy, unites us all together.
True that. Without further ado, though, I did want to get into the HEX chart.
Mo Cryptos made a good point. I think KDP put out a tweet about that today, how long different networks took. Yeah, it seems pretty reasonable to me.
Yeah, and honestly, he kind of saved your bag by not launching when Bitcoin was at 40K, if we're being honest. I think if anybody thinks that Pulsechain would be making all-time highs when Bitcoin dropped 60-70%, I think it's a little bit delusional. So
use the
I don't
mute
see
button.
why people are complaining.
Mute button is a great tool.
Mo crypto is completely reasonable now. Yep. Eric started a real hate wave. Eric Wall? Eric, I'm grateful for Eric Wall. He's got 100K followers. Like, the people that are annoying are the people that have a smaller following than you, and they're just kind of hating. But like the people with the big following, they are bringing attention to what's going on. But what's your take on the HEX chart?
Looks good, man. I didn't realize we'd recovered completely from the post-conference dump and like headed up almost to 3 cents. So I thought that was pretty sick. And I think it was Jenkins made a tweet. Jenkins has pretty good, TA for what it's worth. Saying if we don't break this 3 cent level, maybe that's not a good sign. So that makes sense to me. I mean, seems like we're kind of tapping against it.
It definitely wouldn't be a good sign if we can't break 3 cents.
Well, it just means maybe the bottom is in. I mean,
if
it's a resistance level, it seems like. So
like, yeah, no, that was actually Jenkins. See, great minds think alike, me and Jenkins, because I put the resistance about right over here. And I said, if we pass the resistance, then we're going to 4.6 cents. And if we break that, then we're going to 7 cents. And if we break that, then we hit our price target of about 18.7, which kind of lines up perfectly with this resistance over here.
Right.
So what is your take on my technical analysis? Funny
Yeah,
how
I
that
think
all just works out.
yeah, I think this is a classic pattern.
His stuff is so stupid because it's like you could draw the line anywhere and say if it goes up and breaks it, then it's gonna go head higher. But if it doesn't go above it, then obviously it's not gonna go higher. If it doesn't go above any price point, it's not gonna go higher. It's so
Yeah.
stupid.
It all boils down to could do this, could not do that, or could, it's all like could or couldn't. But I think what happens is a lot of these traders, they all look at the same thing and then they make the reality, like they make it happen because they're all like, oh, this is bullish. And then they all buy and it like becomes actually like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what Funding Jim said on my when he came on, and I actually made a nice TikTok about that. I think it got like
Maybe that's where I
1,000
saw
views
that.
on YouTube Shorts, and he said traders are all looking at the same pattern, and they buy and sell based on the pattern, which moves the chart according to that pattern, which was actually an interesting take.
Could be. Also with the resistance levels, people are like, oh, we're nearing a resistance level. Let me go ahead and take profit. And they're like, oh, take profit. Just imagine while they're like,
Oh my god. Yeah. True.
Davis wants to jump out a window, he says. No, don't do it, man. Don't
When
do
I hear
it.
Chris, no, I
Don't do it.
agree. Hey, I only do TA because I start the show off. I'm just waiting for everyone to get in. Might as well, do the little arts and crafts.
True.
So what's really the conclusion here? Have we bottomed? I think it's very possible we bottomed. People don't
Yeah.
realize that we went to 14K during the last bear market, 14K. So then we dropped back to 3.8K. That would be the equivalent of what? Ripping to 45,000 now and maybe dropping down to 22. That's par for the course in a bear market. I think people don't realize that Bitcoin going up to 40,000, you're not out of the sand trap. I mean, you're still in bear market territory. It's part of the game is rip your face off, melt your face moves to the upside. I mean, that is supposed to happen, especially when you're so oversold. But how high do you think you could go? Still considering it bear market territory.
HEX or Bitcoin?
Bitcoin.
I mean, I feel like as long as it doesn't break a new all-time high, we're still technically in the bear market, right? Or, well, I guess not, but
Yeah, no, 50,000. That's still bear market. We're not 20K is not our all-time high anymore. So why can't it go to 50K and then drop back to 25?
it definitely could. That'd be a great way to just like wreck more traders, wreck more people, because all these influencers who are selling now, they're the same ones that at 40,000, 50,000, they're going to be like, guys, the bull run is back. They're like, guys, I just rebought. I took a loss, but sometimes you have to know when to take a loss, and then it's going to dump, and they're going to be like, guys, the bottom wasn't in.
No, that's the thing. I was watching the Moon Carl before Bitcoin went crazy. So it was at like 10,000, 15,000, and he was pretty good. But I think he just got too famous, and it's like you can't be ahead of the curve anymore when everybody watches you. You are the first person everybody watches when it comes to trading calls. How could you be ahead of it? I don't think he's like purposely lying. I think he can't be right even if he tried. But maybe the same thing will happen to us. Maybe when HEX gets that big where it's on the, Jim Cramer's going to be like, this HEX thing, it went all the way up to 10K And now it's back under 1,000. I don't think it's coming back, guys. And like, we're going to be the top.
Yeah,
Richard Hart, he's a really smart guy, but I don't think he has it under control.
I remember after Big Payday, people saying HEX was never going over a penny again. This is the end. You know, they're like, Big Payday, you know, we just doubled the supply. Like, you know, you got at least like a double on your supply, like, or 30% increase, I think, at least. They're like, there's nothing else that's going to bring that much buy pressure, and the supply just got increased by this much. Like, we're never going over a penny again. Like, this is it. It's over. Then what do you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It just keeps coming back. And there's one person who's been constant when it comes to crypto coming back, and that's Richard Hart. Not one person, but he's one of the only ones. And he's really articulated it very well. Like, the volatility is the price you pay, and it drops 90%. I don't think anyone else thought that. And here's the thing. So I think it would be actually, people think it's like it wears you down and you eat your heart out when it keeps going down and down. But you know what's really going to eat your heart out? When Bitcoin goes to 45,000 and then crashes to 20. How about that? How much worse is that? How much more, heart-wrenching is that than just going straight down from 68K to 11K?
Yeah.
After you've been through all that, it pumps and you think you're finally out of it, and then boom.
Yeah. Sorry, I zoned out a little bit.
Is that not that much worse? Because like Jim Cramer's calling for 12K, but how about Bitcoin going up to 40K and 45, 50,000 and then back to 20?
Yeah, I think that would be worse. So that would make sense that would happen, because it's like now everyone's waiting for it to go lower, and those people who are waiting for it to go lower are now just going to buy higher. Just speculating. They're the same ones who right now are like, no, this is just a scam pump, and then it's going to pump again from here, and then they're going to be like, oh, I missed my chance, and then it's going to dip. That would be funny. But it is interesting observing some of these people, I guess, like some of the influencers who like bottom indicators. I don't know if you saw that one guy, Lorenzo, Alex.
Oh, he's the 400 a month guy.
Well, he's the guy. So Dixon Piper put out a really good tweet where basically this guy literally like a week before this big giant Bitcoin pump, he was like, you could hold on to your stupid crypto, or you could short the market and make 100x gains. He was like, we're going lower. Like, sell all your crypto now and start shorting the market. And he was like, this is so easy. He was like, crypto is so predictable. Like, he said those words came out of his mouth. Can you imagine those words ever coming out of your mouth? It's like, what? And then of course,
it's crazy.
Like, how could you ever think that? Crypto is so predictable and easy. If you legitimately think that, you're probably setting yourself up to get destroyed.
If you can't respect the unpredictability of markets, then you're probably not such a smart person. It's like everybody tries to outsmart the market, and very few people overperform the S&P 500. And those people that do could rarely maintain it. That's really why you got to read. It's called A Random Walk Down Wall Street by Burton G. Malkiel. That was one of my favorite books. Have you ever read that?
I have not.
Yeah, so that's the argument for index funds, because everybody, all these actively managed funds and all these stock pickers, they usually underperform the market. They underperform the index, and that really just goes to show. So they did studies with technical analysis. They did some AI trading. They do all these different strategies that people use. And after factoring in short-term capital gains, nobody overperforms the buy and hold strategy. With very few people overperform a buy and hold strategy with an index fund like the S&P 500. So it just goes to show that the institutions, and this is why I keep repeating it. This is like one of the things that I really brought to the forefront. Well, I didn't bring it to the forefront because obviously you had these great people like Bern G. Monkiel, but most of the people in crypto haven't really read this material. And they sort of think that these institutions are moving markets and they really know a lot better than everybody else where the markets are going to go, and they're ahead of the curve. It's like, bro, if they're so ahead of the curve, how come they're underperforming? Why is BlackRock underperforming the S&P 500? Why is everybody? I mean, they just, why are they buying Bitcoin now and not 10 years ago? I think the institutions, it's really not in their interest to be ahead of the curve. They'd be stupid taking such big risks when their investors just want 10% returns, 8% returns. That's why people have to realize that nobody knows where the market's going to go, even Warren Buffett. What are your thoughts on everything I just said?
Makes sense, man.
Yeah. We could check out the comment section. If I hear Jim Cramer starts funding HEX, I'm going all in. Mo Crypto. I mean, I've never seen any of these guys. Welcome, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. I normally stream at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't. But welcome, Mo Crypto. I think we are at the top between anger and depression on the cheat sheet. It's lost all momentum exactly at the level we dumped from on the daily chart. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I'd have to look at the cheat sheet. We could do that. Compare it. I'm putting our TikToks, mine and Furu's TikToks in the chat.
Oh, thanks, bro.
You
Yes.
go follow us.
And hop into the Telegram. Since I haven't seen any of you guys in the chat during the regular day stream, I'm assuming you guys aren't in the Telegram. But if you go to furufinance.com, you guys could see I just posted this. It's from my email list a couple weeks ago. You guys should be signed up to my email list as well. And you should be a patron. But where's my website? Furu Finance. Yeah, I document how the way for HEX to go viral, and I spoke about this on my show today as well, is not through getting Richard Hart on television shows, advertisements, big YouTube channels. It is through TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And you guys don't have to be actually putting your name out there. If you want, you could just arbitrage clips of my show or Ben's show, or obviously Richard Hart or anyone for that matter, and just put them out and, use the hashtags and things like that. And you could really get the word out there. So make sure you guys jump into the Telegram. And even if you don't want to put out content, which I think you should, you can still be in the Telegram. And when people post their links to their TikToks they just posted and things like that, you could like and repost and comment and drive up engagement. That's how Andrew Tate became one of the most famous people in the world. And that's how Richard Hart's going to become one of the most famous people in the world. It's been happening. It's been going very, very well. We've really been driving up engagement on TikTok, and people are starting to notice. So what's your thoughts about the Operation TikTok?
I think it's great, man. And I think it's awesome you actually brought it up, and I've been like pushing it out there, but you're also posting as well. And yeah, like I said in the chat, once me and Furu can reach 1,000 followers on TikTok, we can go live on TikTok, and there's a way better chance to reach people who aren't already in our ecosystem, because YouTube and Twitter, it's kind of like a big circle jerk in a lot of ways. On TikTok and with YouTube Shorts, so the shorts on YouTube are a bit different. You're actually getting a lot of outreach to people who either aren't in crypto or they haven't, they're not really into HEX or whatever. So, we get a lot of comments from people on videos who aren't like Hexicans. But yeah, I had a video with 4,000 views. The media is lying to you, that one. That's my most viewed one. surprisingly, so the GTA Richard Hart ones, those have done well on YouTube Shorts, but on TikTok they haven't really done much.
Oh
But
wow, look at that.
yeah, so
4,021.
so
Have
I
you
think
ever gotten 4,021 when you were at 127 subs on YouTube? Which I remember when you were at 127 subs, by the way.
yeah, no, I mean, not really.
It's not
So
possible.
I think the graph in the background, doing the graph on the green screen is good. I don't know, because my girlfriend goes on, she scrolls through TikTok a lot, and she saw that one even before it had 4,000 views, and she was like, "Oh, this one's good," and I was like, oh, "Okay."
That means you got to keep doing it because you see that
Yes, I did
the
this one.
templates that you don't mess with success. So the
Yeah,
templates that
this
work,
one I
you should
posted
keep
today
using.
is already doing really good. 294 in a day is, that's more than I usually get. So this one I compare the Bitcoin chart to HEX chart, and this one I just talk about the HEX chart, and how you need to measure from. I just say stuff that I learned from Richard Hart, basically.
Yeah,
And
and
that's what's cool is we can go out there and kind of like spread the knowledge we've gained from him, but we can also share clips of him. But he's not everyone's cup of tea as well, so it's good to have people kind of like sharing his knowledge in their own way, because not everyone's going to see him and be like, oh, I don't know, like he's not everyone's cup of tea.
okay, so I agree with what you're saying, and I think the way we're doing it is ideal, meaning you're doing some of your own and some of Richard.
Right.
I don't think it's good to only. Well, I think it's good to only do Richard, but in a way, if everyone was only doing Richard, then people would think it's just a scam, and like they wouldn't really trust it. But when they see there's real people out there that are part of this community, it makes them, more able to relate and trust and understand that this is something real that's going on. So I think it's important to do both. But if you don't want to do yourself, do Richard Hart, and if you don't want to do Richard Hart, do yourself. I think any content going out there that has the HEX hashtags, that has the crypto hashtags, is making a huge difference. I think it's making more of a difference in terms of outreach than anything else. And A. Stockton says Richard needs to hire a proper world-leading social media PR firm. He will never go viral alone. That is absolutely not true. Did Andrew Tate? See, you have to go to furufinance.com, please. And I appreciate your comment and your input always. But read this, the Tate template. This was written by yours truly, Furu Finance, and I'm not a professional writer, but I talk about Andrew Tate became one of the most famous people in the world because his followers are younger kids and they understand social media, and they understand that social media, TikTok and YouTube Shorts are what stick now. And it is the best way to go viral. And with very little effort, very organically, they arbitraged his content and his brother, and things like that. And he got to the point where my friend, and this happened to myself as well, said they couldn't go on their YouTube short feed without seeing Andrew Tate. So they just stopped using YouTube Shorts. So I think the same thing that happened with Andrew Tate could happen with Richard Hart. The question is if we do it or not. You don't need a world-leading social media PR firm. If anything, I think a social media PR firm will not get you to where you need to be, because the kids these days, the 15, 16-year-olds, they understand social media a lot more than these 30, 40-year-olds in these PR firms. And the proof of that is I was talking to someone. I don't know if he wants me to say his name or not, so I'm not going to say his name. But he paid $400 for a consultation with one of these people that was the PR guy for Mr. Beast. And they did not say a word. They were saying all these things. I watched the whole Zoom meeting. They did not say a word about TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And when it comes to outreach, TikTok and YouTube Shorts is second to none. So I think the best thing to do is to learn TikTok and YouTube Shorts and now Instagram Reels and arbitrage Richard Hart's content. And I think it will go very, very far. It already has gone very far. And let me show you guys the proof of it. My guy, Ethan Hex Whale, you guys should be following him as well. I'm going to link him as well in the chat. Right here, Richard Hart clip, 452,000 views. That's insane. What did he do? He did the Tate template. He did the half the screen video games, half the screen Richard Hart talking. You guys could watch it for yourself. I don't want to play the music because of copyright issues and things like that. 452,000. So imagine everybody is just out there, posting couple of these a day, 2, 3 a day, some of Richard Hart, some of themselves talking about HEX, using hashtags of other crypto communities, we're going viral very, very quickly. And also, by the way, another couple of juggernauts for engagement, I realize, is Jake Paul, Logan Paul. So the Paul brothers use those hashtags, maybe cover some of their stuff in your videos just to bring traffic there. And the proof of that was, what's his name? Jake Explains Crypto. Jake Explains. Jack Explains Crypto. Look at this. This is another Hexagon. He actually just posted 2 more Richard Hart videos, but he did a Richard Hart video, 118,000 views. This kid is on only 1,000 followers at the time of this posting. At 600. He got 118,000 views for a Richard Hart video. He did a Logan Paul video that got like 310,000. Logan Paul right there. Yeah, that just goes to show you that if you do TikTok right, you are going to get Richard Hart viral. Right here, 118,000 Richard Hart. This was 167,000 views. Nobody on YouTube. I don't care about if you're Crypto Coffee, Matty Allen, you're these big HEX YouTubers, cryptographics. These people doing long-form content, they are not getting nearly the engagement of the people doing short-term content, and they're putting in a lot more work. So I think people need to allocate some of their time to short-term content, and we are going to go viral, Stockton. I somewhat agree. I'm just tired of seeing RH not even reaching a 300K on Twitter. That's right. That's why we got to do the TikToks and YouTube Shorts. And I think he'll get there very soon. It's also harder to, I think during the bull market, I think the long form content is going to stick more. But during the bear market, it's got to be short form content. That's got to be a targeted, sophisticated outreach campaign, which is what we're doing here, which is why you should be subscribed and which is why you guys should be in the Telegram. Please be in the Telegram. Please get yourself in the Telegram if you're not there. He should be at 1 mil. He will be at 1 mil. And it's a matter of whether we get him there or not. And how do you guys create the TikToks on phone, desktop, video editor? I like Adobe. So I use Adobe Premiere. For TikTok, I just do it on TikTok. It's not like the highest quality. Get yourself in the group, A Stockton. There are people in there. We got VRD Hex. We have Jake Explains Crypto. We got Ben Dubard in there. We got a lot of experts. We have this gal in there. What's her name? Charlie 2020. These people really get it. And you ask your questions, they will help you with anything you need.
Yeah,
Ben could attest
there's
to
other
that.
new people. I'm like a total noob with TikTok as well. There's one video I pinned in the Telegram group by this woman, and it's like 20 minutes, but she basically shows you how to do everything you would need to know to do in TikTok, and it's really not that hard. And once you do it, we've been doing 2 a day. It takes a little bit of effort, and it doesn't
I
have
did
to be
3 today.
Oh, so there you go. Yeah, like it, just you can do a 4-second TikTok. You could literally just play some funny music and be like, the best crypto, and then go and then have the HEX logo pop up, and like that's it. And to learn how to do that, it's really simple. It's not that hard. It's a little tedious, but yeah. Then I made a tutorial on how to do the Andrew Tate style with the GTA gameplay. I just showed how I did it. There's probably other ways to do it, but that's just how I did it. But that's helpful too. I mean, and we post the TikToks we make of Richard Hart in the group, so you don't have to you don't even have to make them. Just take the ones we've already made and post them on your own account if you want.
Yeah, but you have to change it up a little because then they'll shadow ban you. I think YouTube Shorts,
Yeah.
you don't even have to do that. I think YouTube Shorts, you just arb it.
Yeah, so I'll post them without music in the Telegram, and then you can add your own music on TikTok. So maybe that's different enough. I don't know.
Yeah, we got 39 watching, and we're at right now. Our group has 190 members. Could we get the group to 200 members tonight? That would be amazing. And GTMKIV says, I bet Andrew Tate owns HEX. I bet you he doesn't. But I think he will. I think if he owned HEX, he'd say he owned HEX.
Because, like that Jay Waller guy who Richard Hart talked with, really close with DCC. He's on Fresh and Fit a lot. Fresh and Fit have DCC on. They're all on HEX. all about HEX. And then DCC just had some guy on his channel like the other day who's another like guy who's really close with Andrew Tate. So it's like, if he doesn't own HEX, he 100% knows what it is, because all his right-hand men have either like interacted directly with Richard Hart or interacted with DCC. Like, I feel like he has to know what it is at least.
Yeah, but I don't know. You could say like a lot of these people own HEX, but how significant is it really to them, especially that it's down so much that they're going to bring it up with Andrew Tate? I think eventually they will. And I think Andrew Tate also, like, how much time is he spending with people like Jay Waller? I don't think that much. And I think when they spend time together, I don't think they're really talking about it. I don't think he owns it, because I think if Andrew Tate knew Richard Hart and knew what HEX was, I think he would have him on his show, because I think they're very similar people and they'd get along very well.
He probably wouldn't want to promote HEX even if he owned it, because there's no, like, if you're not a whale on HEX now, it's going to be really hard to become a whale. And it's like, why would he want to promote something that he knows would pump the crap out of the price? Like, I feel like he knows if he promoted it, like if he knew about it, like he'd just be making a bunch of other people rich, essentially. Because like there's really only so much of the supply available on the market, where like, I think it's pretty hard to even become a dolphin these days.
Okay, check out this. I want to show you guys. VRD HEX. You guys should be following him. This is an amazing account. He took the calling. I said we need to do TikTok YouTube Shorts. He did this awesome TikTok with Richard Hart and Andrew Tate. And I think it got more views on YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts is like easier to get to 1,000, but it's harder to get to 100,000. But he has some good ones. Here's a good one.
Reaching all-time highs. Everyone's panicking, trying to get hold of money to buy crypto. Too late. You need to buy the crypto now. The real money is going to come in 2 or 3 years. Now is when you need to be panicking for money. Not when crypto was spiking and everyone was talking about it and every dummy was making money. That is too late. You were panicking more to make money to buy crypto when crypto is reaching all-time highs than you are now when it's on sale. Think about how stupid that is. It's the same coins, the same infrastructure, the same ideals, the same technology. You need to buy now. So now is more important than ever for you to make money.
How good is that?
Yeah, that was good.
That was unbelievable. It's so simple. Its simplicity is really where it's at. And he's been doing an amazing job. I think he got like 2,000 on YouTube Shorts with like 5 subscribers. So guys, make sure that if you're posting on TikTok, you're also posting on YouTube Shorts. But that was incredible. You guys want to see one more of him? He got enough. I don't know. He's got like a lot of just really good ones.
I designed a cryptocurrency, went up in price 10,000 fold in 623 days. That's 10,000x. That's 1,000,000%. Perfect, flawless operation for 1,000 days. And if you staked it, you made more. I'm just getting started, man. I got $10 million of wristwatches. Got $3 million in cars. I got the 1,000 horsepower Ferrari. I had the most expensive Rolexes ever made. And I'm doing the world's largest free airdrop. You're going to get a copy of that free on a new network. You only got to do nothing. You go play with your coins in a test net right now. It's been working great for 8 months. Pulsechain.com.
I mean, that would really catch your attention if it comes across your screen. I mean, this guy really gets it. And you know what? If you join the Telegram now, which you should have, if you haven't, he's right there for you. You tag him, you have a question, he will answer. I'll do one more. Oh, this one. Whoops.
My unmatched perspicacity coupled with sheer indefatigability makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. What it means is unmatched perspicacity, my unmatched level, coupled with sheer indefatigability, my ability to never become tired. So I can perceive and I never become tired, makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. People have asked me where that came from. That's actually a quote of my father.
How awesome is that? This guy's great.
That was funny.
Yeah, guys, get on TikTok. Yeah, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, join the Telegram. People are helpful. Like a lot of us there are new. Like we're all figuring it out and we're all helping each other. So it's cool. And like we got some big names in there too. There's like 200 people in this Telegram. Crypto Coffee's in there. Funding Gym's in there. Abit HEX is in there. Yori HEX, I'm pretty sure she's in there. So some of these bigger, like, I guess, influencers or HEX people are in there, and it's
Funding
unique.
gyms in there.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. So you could interact with them, maybe shoot them a question. Very smart people. So
Yes, this is really where the great minds are cultivating, excellent content that's really doing more in terms of outreach than anything else. You talk about these people spending all their money on. I see people are going crazy about HEX advertisements and magazines and billboards and stickers. None of them are doing nearly the amount of reach that these people in the Telegram are doing. So get in the Telegram, support these people, even if you don't want to create shorts and TikToks, which hopefully you do. You're in there when they post, you immediately click on it, you click the like button, you repost it, and you leave a comment that really drives engagement to the moon. So that's really what I would say about that. Yeah, that's got some amazing people. I couldn't even believe like how many accounts just like kind of came forward. But
yeah, it's pretty sick. I mean, the rate we're growing at, I mean, it's nice. Like, that's pretty good.
yeah,
At
I want to
this
see
rate,
200.
we're gonna have a pretty big community out here. Like, Hexicans, we dominate Twitter. We're already dominating Twitter. We dominate crypto YouTube. And so now it's time to take over TikTok. Because from what I've seen of crypto TikTok, it's all a bunch of guys promoting trading.
Yes.
So think of it in a way of you're actually have an opportunity to hopefully help people get out of that kind of thing. Because it's gambling pretty much. It's how people get wrecked. Like Richard Hart says, margin trading and hard drugs are like two of the worst things you can do. So
I agree with you 100%. And not only that, like Twitter and YouTube are so not cool. Like, it's just, first of all, it's just not trendy anymore. It's very legacy, meaning
outdated.
Like Twitter and YouTube is like Bitcoin and Ethereum in comparison to TikTok and Reels and Shorts. That's like HEX, Pulsechain, PulseX. Okay, it's the
True.
it's the trend. The trend is your friend until the end. People talk about how it's only kids. There's not people with money there. That's not true. It's not what it was 2 years ago. There are a lot of adults there. But the thing is that I was talking to this with my friend on the stream today. The adults, they don't get it, meaning they don't know how to post. So they don't go viral as easily. They're not as familiar with, how to edit TikToks properly and post them properly in the trendy way. So you have these kids out there that are really going viral, but there are a lot of adults that are using it, that are like watching TikTok and stuff like that. And also, you want to bring young people in, because when you have a space with young people, even if the young people don't have the most money, it attracts older people, because older people want to be where young people are. It makes them feel young being around young people, and it's indicative of being with the trend. So it may not be the most comfortable, it may not be the format you grew up in, but you have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to get into TikTok. You have to get into short form content in order to go viral.
Sure.
Yeah.
True.
And also, Twitter is like a total echo chamber. You're not using, like, let's take a look at your TikTok that got, what did it get? It got like
4,000.
4,000.
My most viewed one. Yeah.
Yeah. So, whoops. So you got 4,000. And what were your hashtags?
The media is lying.
Your hashtags were crypto, decentralized finance, Uniswap, Ethereum, DeFi, crypto market, crypto buyer, Polygon, Binance, SHIB, Doge, Shiba Inu, Coinbase, then HEX, Bitcoin, crypto media, Pulsechain. What YouTube video would you be getting 4,000 views using these hashtags? Or which tweet would be getting, 4,000 views 700 likes using these hashtags? Would that even be possible?
Probably not. I did have a tweet got like 800 likes.
Yeah, but that's because you probably used the HEX hashtag, right? You weren't using decentralized finance.
Probably.
Yeah, no, I'm
Probably.
saying the only way to really use hashtags effectively on Twitter and YouTube is using niche hashtags because it has
That's
a
true.
smaller amount of people. There's no big accounts getting in front of you. If you want to use mainstream hashtags, good luck. It's not working. With TikTok
There
and YouTube
was
Shorts, that's not the case.
a hashtag someone DM'd me on Twitter and told me to use on TikTok is hashtag FYP.
What does
And
that
that
mean?
For you page, and it's like the standard TikTok hashtag where like FYP is the For You page. So it like gets it more likely to be put on like the recommended section or something.
Mhm.
So that's it. That's one I've thrown into my more recent ones is FYP.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm
So
saying.
this is a TikTok savvy young person. who
Yeah,
told me this.
the big accounts on YouTube, they don't know how to use YouTube Shorts well, and they don't even use it. It's not worth it for them because they get in front of the line for all these mainstream hashtags. That's why it's such a good opportunity. If you just take a little bit of time to learn how to make short form content, you could really get ahead of the game. You could really bring new people onto your stream, onto your Twitter account, into your programs, things like that. But yeah, I guess we really milked the TikTok for what it's worth. Is there any updates on Pulsechain? Anything noteworthy going on in that department?
Besides the screenshot, I don't think we've had anything. KDP has been hosting some good Twitter spaces. She had a good one on Saturday. The replay, I think, is on her profile, and I think Funding Jim posted it on his Twitter. I'll actually link it. It's good to listen to just because, like, I don't know. People say nothing's going on, but you can listen to this stuff and listen to like smart, kind of like developer-minded people talk about this stuff. And they translate some of the dev speak, as Richard Hart called it. So
Eat lettuce hands.
yeah. So that was good. I mean, besides that, I think we're just waiting. I hope people seem to think testnet v3 is soon. That would be sick if it's by the end of the month. That would be amazing. Who knows? Maybe we get a surprise.
Yeah, when do you think testnet v3 is coming out?
I think it'll be the beginning of this year, but I'm basing that off of my Hopium, and I don't know, maybe the recent updates are definitely interesting because like I'm thinking Q1, so maybe the first 3 months.
All right,
And
there you go.
yeah, I think, maybe we get Pulsechain by the summer and we get like another DeFi summer kind of thing. Pulsechain kind of kicks it off and we just see stuff explode.
That's it makes a lot of sense.
That'd be
I
sick.
guess the thing is, so people are saying they're waiting for Uni v3 fork, but also during the conference, Richard Hart said there were a lot of things that he liked about Uni v2 that weren't on v3.
Right.
So I guess which one is it?
I don't think he's necessarily waiting for it, but it might just be that, like, let's say they finish stuff within like a week of it being out. Maybe he's like, well, we might as well like implement it. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, it is interesting, but that's the thing.
You could always add it later. I feel like, right? I don't know. I think
Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
He can always add it later. But yeah, I guess. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Not really, man. I think I'm pretty tired. So
yeah. Okay, so I guess I just
times.
wanted to. We offer the content, so can we chill a little bit?
Sure. What do you mean? Chill or chill? What did you say?
Chill.
Okay.
Shit. I just wanted to shill my Patreon guys. Got some great benefits for members. The biggest one, so we have the Sunday Zoom meeting changed it to Zoom meeting for patrons, 50% off consultations, which are 100 an hour, your first one, and then 15% off. So this for $10 a month, and then you get access to view the Discord. For 20, you get to use the Discord, and you get a free consultation, guys. So consultation is 20 a month, is $100. But if you just become a silver or gold member, so for 20 or 30 a month, then you get a free consultation, and you could totally pull the rug and cancel your Patreon membership, but I hope you don't. But just send me an email, furufinance@gmail.com, and we could make that happen ASAP. Ben's also got bendubard.com. He does tutoring. Ben Dubard.
Go sub to Furu's Patreon. He puts in a ton of work. So
Yeah, I put in a ton of work. And if you
Check
don't
out his-
sub to my Patreon, just sub to this channel and subscribe and like the video and go to
share the videos with
bendubard.com.
friends as well. That's another way to make every HEX Pulsechain go viral. You know, share good videos with friends. Like Furu, especially, he clips these live streams into short clips that are easily digestible. So, you know, if someone doesn't want to watch an hour-long stream, we'll send them like a 4-minute clip from the stream, and then maybe they'll be like,
and
"Oh,
that's the thing. So like, I have my hour-long streams every day, Sunday through Friday. I mean, Sunday's the Zoom meeting for Patreons, but Monday through Friday, and I get, let's say, 500 views, and then I clip it up, and I'm getting thousands of views on some of these short-term clips. So if you combine all the clips that I get from one given live stream with 500 views, the clips probably get 2,000 to 2,500 views. So like, think about how much more outreach you're getting, how much more engagement you're getting from clipping it up. It's just so worth it. And then you talk about put the YouTube shorts and TikToks on that, you're getting a lot of viewership. But yeah.
we're doing our part."
Yeah, and I guess the last thing I would want to shill is my email newsletter. I'll just link it for you guys. It is free. It has a little ad for consultation at the end, but it's totally free. It's exclusive information regarding the crypto markets, regarding HEX, Pulsechain, PulseX, and things like that. So do me a favor and just sign up for it because it helps you. Link is right here, tiny URL. Yeah, click this, sign up for the email newsletter. I would greatly appreciate that. And are you subscribed to Ben Dubard's channel?
Yeah, go subscribe to
Ben
me
Dubard?
on YouTube and follow
Yeah.
us on TikTok, which is more important. That's kind of what I think is more important right now is getting to 1K on TikTok. Let me post Furu's TikTok in here as well.
It's yeah, I don't know. Just go Ben Dubard on YouTube, but let me get a link. But
Yeah.
getting to 1K, so when you do like TikTok live streaming, just you get across the feed of like so many people, and if they hear you talking interesting stuff, if they're interested in cryptocurrency, they're gonna get served to you.
Yeah, it's a great way to outreach.
And then you could just engage with them. They ask a question on the voice chat. They say, "What's your favorite cryptocurrency?" "Oh, it's HEX." Blah blah blah. You go back and forth, and then you say, "Hey, you could go check me out on YouTube. I'm live every day." And then you have a new user. You got
you got 17,000 views on one of your TikToks.
Yeah, that's more.
Sick.
You know what my most viewed YouTube video is? It's got like 6,000. I think
What?
it's one of those Pulsechain launch imminent.
Of course.
Yeah,
Those are always
it's got like 6,000. I got 17,000 on TikTok. TikTok is slaughtering YouTube in terms of engagement, in terms of viewership. It's not even close. So you guys all got to get into TikTok. But yeah, sign up for the newsletter and obviously get in the Telegram. That there's no excuses, guys. This is not for me. The email list benefits you and me a little bit, and obviously the Patreon benefits me. The TikTok and YouTube Shorts benefits you because I keep on saying this, but the work that we put in now and the effort we put into spreading the word about HEX and Richard Hart makes a difference on price performance. And I think HEX will go up no matter what, to an extent. I mean, it doesn't go up no matter what, meaning if everyone just sits back and doesn't stream and doesn't do anything, it's gone. It doesn't make a difference if you have the best cryptocurrency. You have to be marketing. You have to be spreading the word. You have to be onboarding. But I think people are doing that. But the work that you do now determines how the price is going to perform in the bull market. And I keep saying, like, had Gavin Anderson not been around, had Eric Voorhees not been around for Bitcoin in the early days, who's to say Bitcoin would be what it is today? I mean, maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't. And if you don't step up, if let's say I don't step up and everybody out there, doesn't step up, who's to say HEX will be what it should be and what we think it's going to be? We can't just sit back and get comfortable. I think there will come a time where it will sort of become on autopilot, where no matter whether or not you're actively participating, it'll sort of take on a life of its own, like you see with Bitcoin. Like pretty much all the early Bitcoiners stepped aside and new people stepped in because it's just really caught on. HEX is not there yet. We need to put our foot on the gas and we need to go out there. And the best way to get out there is TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And I think we can bring it to virality. I think HEX could go to $1,000 a HEX, but it is up to us. I mean, it is up to us and it is dependent on the work that we put in now. And there's no better way for you to participate than TikTok and YouTube Shorts, because you could be an anon. If you're worried about your job or whatever, putting yourself out there, you could just arbitrage my content, Ben's content.
Just like and comment on anything, because we post our TikToks in the Telegram, and then you could just click on it, like it, leave a comment. Your comment, you don't even have to watch it. Just comment, say nice.
Yeah, I just put the fire emoji.
Yeah, fire emoji. Yeah, emoji, anything. So
yeah, it makes a huge difference. And but I think even so, you should be arbitraging Richard Hart content using those hashtags.
We got one more thing to shill, dude.
What do we got?
We are going on Game Theory Gang.
That's right.
Matty Allen's Game Theory Gang tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern time. He told me 8, but I think it's scheduled for 8:30 on YouTube. So,
so 8:30 p.m. tomorrow. MATIALLIN. Matty Allen. We are going to both be on there. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be cool.
Yeah, you're making your rounds. You were on RH Max.
That was fun, man. That was really fun. And Crypto Kindness was there. And then RH Max is coming on my channel Wednesday. So if you like Naval and Alex Hermosi, me and RH Max both like these same kind of like entrepreneur, kind of like motivational guys. So my stream is going to be talking about, and we also like Richard Hart and his kind of like philosophical things. So we're going to be talking about that and how it relates to crypto and stuff, and how it relates to how we engage in crypto and how we think these values kind of align with the HEX community. So, and then, yeah.
Oh, that is awesome. But guess who had you first?
Who? You? Oh, you did. Oh, I thought you said, guess who has you? Yeah. Yeah, dude. You're the first person to get me on your channel. So
yeah, I wasn't like, I think I just hit 1,000. I'm like, okay, now I have the clout to maybe be able to go over to other people and ask them to come on and not look, needy. Cause I was thinking like, I was thinking like, should I DM some of these people and ask them to come on my show? I'm like, I'm not going to do it. And I grinded. That was freaking hard. That was some hard work I put in, and I got to 1K, and then I was able to really sort of make my rounds, make a victory lap. That was awesome.
It's like in the HEX community, it's like when you become an actor and then you go on all the talk shows.
Yeah.
It's like in the HEX community when you start posting content and then you go on all the
yeah, we have a great like promotional mechanism.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So like people think this is what I was talking about virality. They think like oh yeah, these actors organically become viral. That's not true. it's like basically there is an entire mechanism, there's an entire machine for promotion of these like movie stars and things like that. It's like, and singers, rappers, all those things. It's like they're like, okay, we want this guy to be famous, and they call up they're well connected with like these late night talk show hosts, these publicists, these newspapers, these YouTube channels that are like seemingly organic, like they have 50,000 followers and they look sort of organic, but there's really big money behind them. They probably have like, hundreds of those, and they make sure that the talent makes his rounds. And that's why I say we can't do that with Richard Hart, because we don't have those connections. We don't have that sort of process. Like we just don't have it. So like even if you could score one big Richard Hart interview, it's not going to not going to produce, because
that does happen. It'd be like way down the line, I feel like.
I know right now is when we have to do our part in promoting, and that's YouTube Shorts and TikTok. And then he will make his rounds. Trust me, he'll make his rounds. I know it will happen, but
Richard Hart
we have
did
to do
buy
our
the
part.
Gaga inclusion sculpture.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's getting his clout for the mainstream right there.
Yeah, and the 5555 diamond. So it'll happen in its due time, folks. But we got to do our part, and I'm doing my part. Ben's doing his. Are you doing your part? Getting the TikTok and YouTube Shorts, Telegram.
No amount is too little. You don't got to put pressure on yourself. Just do what you can handle. Everyone's got lives. We all got stuff to do. But, even just a like and a retweet, a like and a comment, it goes a long way. So.
Very, very well said. Is there anything else you wanted to plug or say before we...
Oh, really? Check us out tomorrow night on Matty Allen's channel. And if you're somehow subscribed to us and not Matty Allen, I don't know how that would happen. Subscribe to him.
That means we're getting new people. I'll tell you that much.
Sure. So yeah, come check us out. That should be fun. I'm not really sure what. I guess we're probably going to talk about TikTok, huh?
We're going to talk about TikTok. We're going to talk about a lot of things, but it's going to be fun. And also make sure you watch me tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time. I will be live, 12 p.m. Eastern time. So you got a double header with me, just like today. But anyways, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Ben Dubard, like all his videos, follow us TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube Shorts. Have a great rest of your night.
Have a great night, guys. Thanks for tuning in.